Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with another UFC prediction for the UFC fight card. Jack Della Maddalena against Islam Makhachev for the welterweight belt. Also in the co-main event, we have Valentina Shevchenko against Weili Zhang for the strawweight belt. For the women's strawweight belt, we got 14 bouts in the card. It's in New York, Madison Square Garden. It's probably the biggest fight card of the year, maybe even of the century, to be honest, because it's full of very good fights. In my opinion, it's definitely for the year, the card of the year, but maybe even of the century. Like it's maybe even top five of all time. It's such a big card. You should never miss this. You can't miss that main event, main card, prelims, whatever it is. Just don't miss the whole card at all. Take time with your friends, alone with your family, whoever. Watch the experience. Like name wise, it's very good. We need to hope it also delivers. And then yeah, that's a 10 of 10. Let's start with the first card, with the first fight of the card. And by the way, to be honest, we need to talk also about there are some fizzled and cancelled bouts for Malcolm Wellmaker. Cody Haddon just got out of the fight. Sorry, City also, but it's not a big deal. But Cody against Malcolm was a good fight too. But yeah, yeah. Let's start with the first fight. Viacheslav Borshchev against Matheus Camilo. I also know this is also some cancelled bout, but it's not on topology. But I know something was with that fight too. Somebody is coming in. But yeah, without that, Camilo decision. I know some people are going with a knockout, but I say Camilo decision. Borshchev is good. He has some good hands, but besides that, he's 8-6. Total 8-7. No, he has 15 fights, 8 wins, so he knows how to lose. Matheus definitely will not lose against that guy. He will try to serve his power punches and take him down, put some jabs on him, make him bleed, and win a decision. Yeah, we have Baisangur Susurkaev against Eric McConico. We gotta go with Susurkaev by first or knockout. Very talented guy. He reminds me a lot of Natias and Caucasian Russian ideas. He is from Hamza Chimaev camp. He's a very talented fighter. A little bit too much, uh, let's say cocky, but yeah, I believe he learned from his last fight with what's the guy with Nolan, McNolan, whatever his name is. But yeah, this was also on 4 days' notice after his Dynamite Contender Series. So yeah, he had a camp for this fight. So we definitely know this is a very good Susurkaev. And yeah, Eric McConico, he had a win against Brandich, I believe. A robbery, people are calling. I watched the fight and also believe it was a robbery. Yeah, if you do a robbery against Cody, Baisangur is not the guy you wanna go easy on. So he needs to put on a big fight, and he can't be scared. But if Baisangur puts his pressure, make him smile, make the feint, try to hype up the fight, Eric McConico will let his hands down and get knocked out. Yeah, Angela Hill against Fatima Kline, where they go with Fatima Kline by decision. Angela Hill is one of the most famous female fighters from her age because she's so long in the UFC, such a veteran. But yeah, she's getting in the age right now, and I believe Kline, she's 81. She needs to win that fight. Yeah, we have Chepe Mariscal against Pat Sabatini. We gotta go with Mariscal by decision. It's a very hard fight. I shouldn't pick that fight to be honest, because I said I don't want to pick every fight anymore on the fight card. But yeah, for this we have 14 and 14, and we gotta go with every fight. So Mariscal by decision. It's a very hard fight to pick on. But yeah, Sabatini, I don't know why. Maybe because of the Damon Jackson fight. I believe he's chinny, and Mariscal is a guy. He fights like a dog, and yeah, he is also on a good winning streak. So yeah, Mariscal by decision, 29-28. We got Gerald Meerschaert against Kyle Daukaus. We gotta go with Kyle Daukaus. He's definitely better than his brother Chris Daukaus. Yeah, Daukaus by first round knockout. We saw what he did against Pereira. He definitely improved a lot. 16-4. He's a very good fighter. And GM3, I don't know why he's still fighting anymore. He should be out, but after this fight, he's definitely out. Yeah, we gotta go with the next fight. It's Malcolm Wellmaker against FN Ewing. FN Ewing, respect for stepping in. But yeah, man, you gotta get knocked out in the first round. Malcolm is one of the most talented guys. We saw him. Yeah, he's the bantamweight Rampage Jackson guy. We saw the power bomb what he did, and yeah, first round knockout. This guy he's brutal. He has speed, he has power, he has everything. He can talk. This is a bantamweight contender for sure in the future. Erin Blanchfield against Tracy Cortez. We gotta go with Blanchfield by decision. 30-27. I don't see Tracy Cortez after putting her nails, after smiling, doing all that streamer thing. She's on the downhill, I believe. She will lose that fight by decision pretty bad. And then, maybe do some couple of fights and then retire and go in streaming or something. This is more for her. But it's not fighting, to be honest. Maybe some jiu-jitsu challenges, events, all that, but it's not the UFC to be a UFC champion. It's more for Erin. Erin. I like her because she's always willing to win a fight. She's really a true UFC fighter. Roman Kopylov against Gregory Rodrigues. We gotta go with the underdog Roman Kopylov by second round knockout. I believe he needs to improve after his last fight against Paulo Costa. We don't know what happened. Maybe some Isaac Bulgarian thing. But yeah, Roman Kopylov by second round knockout. I know people are going with Gregory Rodrigues, but if there is an underdog, I believe it's Roman Kopylov. He is very talented, very good. His striking, his power, his chin. And I believe both guys will get chinned, but one guy needs to go down, and it's definitely Gregory. I'm talking a lot confident with Roman here because I know after his last performance against Paulo Costa, he can't go like that against Gregory, and he needs to put on a show, and I believe he's the guy who can do it because it's a stand-up fight. Yeah, maybe Gregory can take him down if the thing goes downhill, but it will be too late. It will be a sloppy takedown, and Roman Kopylov can defend it, and also has some great body shots. Bone Nickal against Rodolfo Vieira. We gotta go with Bone Nickal, the man who got pulled out of the main cut to the last prelim at least, for opening the main cut. I mean, he really, if he saw that what UFC are trying to do with him, he gotta say, man, I will put on a show. First round knockout for Bone Nickal, take him down and then knock him out by ground and pound. He really needs to put on a show. I mean, it's enough. If he really wants to be a big name, if he's that confident, if he talks good about himself, he can beat this guy and he can beat that guy. He needs to show us, and I believe this is the time. Put on a show against Rodolfo Vieira. Yeah, opening the main card, Beneil Dariush against Benoit Saint-Denis. We're gonna go with Benoit Saint-Denis by second round submission. I know a lot of people are going with knockout, but let's go with the submission because I believe it will be a knockdown to a submission. I can't see Benoit Saint-Denis really knocking Beneil Dariush like a straight knockout, but a knockdown. And I believe on the ground he will immediately go for the rear naked choke, guillotine, maybe a Dawes choke, and finish the fight. Yeah, besides that, Beneil Dariush is a very good guy. I love his kicks. I love his, jab to the kick, to the high kick, left high kick. He has some good combos, like a good left overhand and also we know he's grappling. He's a good grappler. He can get submitted on the ground, so he's very good. He's solid, but I believe that's the time for Benoit Saint-Denis. Yeah, next on the card is Leon Edwards against Carlos Prates. We gotta go with Prates by second round knockout. I like my thing. Yeah, we gotta go with second round knockout. Leon is one of the best still. Still my boy, but not on this card, man. Carlos Prates is one of the most dangerous guy here. He doesn't have the big hands. Like he have long arms, that for sure. So he can play with that. He can go on the range, and if Leon Edwards will try to do a takedown, which I definitely believe he'll try to do a takedown, he will get caught with the elbow or maybe with the uppercuts. There is something crazy. I believe a crazy knockout will happen on this fight. But yeah, the first one will be very interesting. Don't forget, Leon Edwards is one of the best strikers, but we saw he's on a downhill too. He looked very confident on the press conference. I liked his style a lot. He looked the best on the press conference. But that's not it, man. You can't look tough and cool and that. You gotta deliver. And in the cage, he gets the frozen treatment. A lot of fighter this thing happened to them, and I believe right now it's to Leon, especially in the welterweight division though. Yeah, last fight before the title fight, it's Sean Brady against Michael Morales. Man, the fights are insane. Yeah, Michael Morales by third round knockout. 18-0 against 18-1. Sean Brady right now so confident from Philly, trying to go with the fans and put on a performance. He said to DC he will try him to finish the fight. But yeah, Michael Morales, he's so big, so lengthy. I mean, he improved a lot, and I believe he can defend the takedowns and knock him out clean. First round will be interesting, but third round will be too much. Sean Brady will slow a little bit down and get knocked out. Yeah, I believe Michael Morales is definitely the next contender for the title. Yeah, Valentina Shevchenko against Weili Zhang. We go with Weili Zhang by decision. I was trying to go with Valentina, especially the odds are going crazy right now for Valentina. She's getting the favorite second by second. But yeah, I saw Weili Zhang. She's very big. This is probably, in my opinion, the biggest woman fight of all time. I would say maybe Kyla against Amanda Nunes can top it. But right now, I mean, Amanda against Ronda. The thing is, I would say Ronda against Amanda. I would say Ronda against Holly Holm, Chris Cyborg, all that. But right now, the thing is why this is the biggest fight is 25-4 against 26-3. Both are the best women in the division. Both have title defenses. Like, this is number one against number two. So this is definitely the biggest women fight. If you hate women fights, this is a fight you need to watch. And it's a very interesting one. I believe Weili Zhang 3-2 decision win for her. And yeah, she'll win the fight. I was trying to go with a knockout, to be honest. But let's go with the decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if Weili Zhang can even knock Valentina out. Third or fourth round. Yeah, now the main event. Jack Della Maddalena 18-2 against Islam Makhachev 27-1. It's one of the biggest fights. Definitely the biggest fight for Islam. The biggest test for JDM2. This is one of the best fights I've ever seen. I saw the press conferences. I saw a GDM with a tracksuit. I saw Islam with a cool watch, with the fans, with Adrian Ross, having fun, saying this is the best fight camp ever. The thing about this is, it's good to be confident, but it's not too good to be not focused. I don't think Islam looked too much focused, but GDM on the other hand, there is nothing in his head more than this fight. So I need to go with Jack Della Maddalena. When I saw him with the tracksuit, putting the fists up, it reminded me of Khabib against Conor. Just calm, don't talk a lot. We need to go with Jack Della Maddalena by third round knockout. I don't want to say fourth round. I was trying to go with a fourth, but fourth is Islam Makhachev. Why? We saw him finish DDP. We saw him finish, what's the guy? Thiago Moises. So GDM needs to win in the third round. The thing about this, the last fight for Makhachev was against Renato Moicano. And the last fight for Jack Della Maddalena was a big experience against Belal Muhammad. So he had a real welterweight, and Makhachev had a former featherweight. A lot of opponents from Makhachev was former featherweights. Jack really fought former middleweights, so he knows about the weight. He's okay to get punched. He's okay to get taken down. He can handle the weight. Can Makhachev handle the weight? Can Makhachev handle the big arms? Because the range also for Maddalena is very big. The striking of Maddalena, the power, the scrambles, the calmness on the ground. Really need to watch that, because what I saw with Makhachev against Dustin, against Moicano in the stand-up. So there are some fights we might be concerned. Of course, we gotta say with Maddalena, with Maddalena, he got taken down in some fights, but he's calm, he's totally okay, and he get up quick. Where he pushed Belal Muhammad from his back up just to get up, like Dirk Lewis said, just stand up. This was insane. He has some real power, and I believe a third knockout is for Jack Della Maddalena.